Good morning. Welcome to today's 10 minutes to win it. How are you? Let me go into Instagram and make sure that I am live. Okay, yes, I'm able to go live. It's two separate places. I stream through StreamYard because I can stream to like 8 platforms or 8 locations, not platforms, but locations. But when with Instagram, I have to actually go in there and click the live button. So it's a little different. But let me make sure y'all can hear me in here. And I want to talk about this topic today about, you know, um, burnout, because I was on a podcast last week. Can you guys hear me? Okay, but you can hear me. I was on a podcast last week, and that was one of the things that we chatted about. And I can't wait till the episode comes out and to share her, because she's a brand new, she just launched her podcast, and it's going to be amazing. Hi, Lecture. You can hear me. Awesome. So I wanted to talk about it today because it's something that, as coaches and as entrepreneurs, we're always working on our mindset, and we're always wanting to be super positive and show up, high energy. And we need to be doing that for our clients, because we need to help them and support them move through any mindset blocks or any time their energy is low, to help them keep pushing through to make progress. And however you help somebody, whether it's with their health, whether it's with their wealth, or whether it's with their relationships, because those are the 3 categories that entrepreneurs are working in. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Great to see you. Thank you for joining me. So whether it's in their health, wealth, or relationships, as their mentor, as their leader, as their guide, we're always showing up. So as you business owners and entrepreneurs out there, we're always wanting to be positive, show up high energy. And sometimes you just don't have it, right? Sometimes you just don't feel like you got it today. And I wanted to share this side of it, because I feel like we're always talking about we're talking about strategy, we're talking about mindset, we're talking about positive things, but there's the other side of it that I don't know that a lot of people always talk about. And that's the side of it when you just don't feel like you have it today. You just don't feel like you can bring the energy today. You're having one of those days and you don't know where to go. There's things you need to get done and do, but you're just like, oh my God, I just don't have it in me. And when I started my business 6 years ago, there was a period of time where I burnt out, because I was burning the candle at both ends. I was navigating working 2 jobs, building my business on the side, taking care of 2 small kids, taking them to school, picking them up, working the jobs, coming home, food and homework, and then working at night to also build a business. And I couldn't keep up with it. It was just too much. And plus we were moving through a transformation. There was a lot of emotional changes going on. So I just didn't have it. I just did. And I burn out. I literally burn out. And I had 2 choices. I could either keep going, or I could take a step back. And I decided to take a step back. It wasn't what I wanted to do at the time, because I loved my business. But I did wrap up my clients and what I was doing. But then I decided, I with intention, to take some time off. And I really didn't know if I was going to come back or not. I really just wanted to focus on myself and my kids and navigating that journey. So I'm sharing this because, there might be times, maybe some of you are going through that today. You're feeling like, you know what, I just don't got it today. I don't know what to do to put up my content. I'm not feeling any creativity flowing through me. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I don't know if I want to keep doing this, right? We have our days. Do I keep going, or do I just, close shop and wrap it up? And I want to share with you some ways to support you in navigating those days, because you're not alone in that process. Every one of us go through it, especially whether you're building a business and you're starting from new, or you're a seasoned entrepreneur and you're scaling. You're going to have those days. So I just want you to know that everybody goes through this, and you're not alone. However, there are 2 options if you don't recognize it soon enough, is that you can get to burnout. And by the time you get to burnout, it's pretty much, there's things that we could have done along the way to avoid it. And some of the things that you can do to avoid that getting to burnout and is finding support. And that's why I'm really big on community. We have 2 programs that we've launched, and both of them incorporate community, because that's how important I know that community is, to have that support system. So when you're feeling like you just don't have it, you have people that are working towards a similar goal and understand what you're going through, and you can reach out to. If you don't have that community right now, then find someone that you can talk with, that will listen without judgment, and that you trust to support you as you're moving through this. Because there is nothing wrong with having a bad day or having a hard time, or there's no it doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you strong. It shows your strength because you're willing to go and get that support and reach out and go, hey, I need help. And as human beings, we love to focus on other people and help them. We just do. So you're actually giving somebody that gift of being able to serve you and support you, and you never know what they're going through. And when they can focus out and support you and whatever you're going through, you're giving them this huge, huge, huge gift. So that is one thing that you can do. It's and recognize when you're feeling this way. Also, if you're having one of those days where you're just not feeling it, like you're like, I just don't have the energy today, and I've got a calendar full of stuff to do. What can you take off? Tomorrow is another day. It's a really important phrase to keep on top, when you're going through something like this, is tomorrow's another day. Where can I ask for support? What can I take off of my tasks or my to-dos today? And how can I focus on myself? So what can you release that's overwhelming you on your calendar or in your day or in your life in the moment? What can you release and step back from? Also, what can you do to take care of you today? So if you're having that day, you know what? Like I said, tomorrow's another day. Sometimes it's better to cancel something and reschedule it. And then it's going to actually that by doing that and taking a stand for your well-being, that'll actually most of the time propel you faster. Because when we're trying to get things done and we're just not having the energy to do it, it's going to slow us down. Whereas we actually take a break, clear our minds, focus on taking care of ourselves, putting our oxygen mask on first before we can take care of other people and handle all the stuff we get to handle, you'll actually get further faster. So finding that support, see what can you release from your schedule, from your calendar, in that's overwhelming you, or where you're feeling highly pressured, and how can you take care of yourself today? Maybe it's just going and taking a nap. Maybe it's getting outside. If you're an entrepreneur who works from home, maybe you're finding, are you sitting at the desk for 8 hours a day, not getting up, not moving, not taking breaks because you're so in it? And that's not a healthy way for yourself or for your business. So how can you take a step away today, focus on yourself, or in those days where you're feeling like you just don't have it and you just don't have the energy? And how can you change your environment, whether it's doing something, practicing some self-care for yourself, to put yourself first, prioritize yourself, and also maybe getting out of the space that you're in day to day and changing your scenery. Even if it's taking your laptop to a coffee shop. Maybe you're in an area that has cute little coffee shops or a storefront, and you can go like to a Panera Bread or something and go sit outside and work from outside. That will shift your energy in many ways. This is what I did when I first started my business. And I would go on YouTube and I would listen to some powerful YouTube videos about inspiration. I actually did it this morning. Inspiration and motivation. That's where some of the quotes that I'm posting came from. Listening to, people who are inspiring, people who are motivating, people that you resonate with. When I first started, Les Brown and Lisa Nichols were my go-tos. I loved listening to Les Brown. I loved all of his stories. He really it really hit me in my heart when he spoke. Lisa Nichols, her story is powerful. She was a single mom, doing it on her own. And I think the way her story went, and I'm going from memory, and it's been a few years since I've revisited it, but she didn't have diapers for her child, and that really shifted something in her powerfully. So by listening, and that's all free. Those are free. That's free content, free brain food that you can go digest on a daily basis every morning to start your day. So just finding what works for you. but don't sit in it alone. Don't lone wolf it. Reach out to someone that you trust. Reach out to somebody that you believe will listen. Again, with no judgment, that you feel safe with, and find yourself community. Find yourself in whatever you're wanting to move through, or whatever you're trying to create. Find yourself, whether it's mentorship, but make sure that there's community involved so that you can get support you need when you need it. And you also get to give back. Not only will you get support from that community, and you'll have a safe place for people to reach out to, but you'll also be able to serve in return, and you'll be able to serve them when they're moving through and something and need support on. So I hope this all supported you all today. We have a Facebook group. If you'd like to join community, we have a group called Female Entrepreneurs and Leaders. We will drop the link in here. This is one topic that I really didn't know I didn't have this topic planned today, but again, it's just something that came to me, and I really wanted to share it because I felt called to. If anybody's it's Monday. Mondays are great days. We're kicking off a week. We're getting to set goals and figure out what we want to create this week. But at the same time, too, for some, Monday can be daunting. It can be overwhelming, and so if you're feeling that way, we have a community for you. It's a beautiful community of women. We also have Badass Entrepreneurs. Badass Entrepreneurs is men and women, and then Female Entrepreneurs and Leaders is obviously for women. So if you are a gentleman and a woman and you want to join Badass Entrepreneurs, we welcome you in. If you're a female entrepreneur and you want that female camaraderie, then join us in Female Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and we'll drop both links in the group. My team didn't know this. It's a last minute thing, so the links weren't ready. Usually we try to have that a little more organized, but it's sometimes messy works. Messy's better. So I hope to see you inside the group. We'd love to have you inside. Inside, you're going to get free tips, strategies, things like that as far as growing your business. And you'll also get the opportunity to promote what you have going on. On Wednesdays, we allow promotions. So if you have an event, if you have a lead magnet, if you have a group you want to share inside of there, or anything else that you're promoting with what you do, you're more than welcome to do that inside of these two groups. So I hope to see you there. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you tomorrow for another 10 Minutes to Win It at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an amazing day.